Nothing's gonna fall out of there anymore. And then around the pipes. Then wherever the pipes coming at, into the unit, there's a gap. Even if they do have that, like a collar that you screw down around the pipe, so you don't see the sheetrock edges, because you gotta make a hole through the sheetrock to put the pipe through, right? Then you put these little collars around there so that it looks nice and neat. So what you gotta do is you gotta take those collars off. You gotta stuff some steel wool around there. Anything flexible like that, you stuff it around there, around the pipe. So nothing, or you can just tape it. You tape a box around it. You tape a box around it. You know, and then you can squeeze it and do whatever to make it sure it's sealed, so nothing can crawl through there. Then you put the collar back on there. And even if someone was to come near that tape, they're gonna get stuck on it. Because remember, it's duct tape. They're gonna get stuck on the tape. So you ain't gotta worry about that. You do that to the hot water pipe and the cold water pipe. And with a drain, you know, the drain. You do that. And you pour some fucking ammonia or some shit down in the garbage disposal. You pour some shit down in there. Kill everything in there. So you tape around, and then you go. Then after that, you look around, see if you see any more openings. And if you got gas, like in the house with gas, apartment where you got gas, you pull the stove out and see what's going on behind the stove. Oh, and while you're back there behind the sink, you put some more boric acid down. Then you do the same thing behind the, check the outlets and all that. Wherever there's an opening, you gotta fix it. In other words, you gotta seal yourself in there. You got gas, you go around the gas pipe. There's no gas pipe on my crib. And you gotta seal yourself in there. So there's this big 220 outlet, and I can see where it was all cracked up and broke. It's a possibility shit could get through in there. You put duct tape around that, duct tape the edges of that. You know? Put boric acid all down in that little square where the stove is, under the stove, and you push the stove back in place. You finish the kitchen now. Kitchen's done. You're not gonna see no roaches coming from over there. You're not gonna see anything coming from over there. You let shit sit for a day, come back, spray it down again. Spray in the sink, spray on the edges of the refrigerator, under the refrigerator. Spray like all under in the back of the refrigerator. You know, you just stick the thing around the back and spray all down the back with a, not the condenser, but where you got the coils at back there. Evaporator coils. Spray all back there. Look how ominous that looks over there. Whoever's over there is getting soaked. Yeah, you spray that down, spray around the sides, or whatever. You go back underneath the sink, do it again. Spray again underneath the sink. And you go to thunder. Yeah, you do shit like that. Then you're ready for the bathroom. You do the same thing. You look around the tub. I looked around, I'm like, where are these little little things coming from? There wasn't full-grown, blown roaches. It's like they was getting smaller and smaller. Because they had less spaces they could squeeze through. And I said, this tub, it's probably holds a lot of moisture, and it's damp and dark, and the walls behind there. I said, well, how am I gonna do this? I did the same thing. I went into the kitchen, bathroom sink. I taped all around where the pipes are at. Made sure nothing could come and go. Taped around the drain, but nothing could come and go. Sprayed real good. Put boric acid down in the cabinets and around. That was that. That was that. And then what I did was you know how ominous that looks. And then this is what I was trying to tell you guys. Now you see where the sun is? Right there. See how those clouds are light over there? The sun is right there. The sun is not a gajillion miles away. The sun is right there. See those clouds over there? Where the sun is hitting it? You see the dark clouds in the front? The sun is behind these dark clouds up here, but you can see the sun, and you can see where it's shining over there. That shows you right there that the sun is close. It ain't far away and gigantic like the way they say it is. And you see how that cloud over there is white, coming from the sun. And how over here is dark. The sun was so powerful, it's so far away, it wouldn't be dark over here. The sun is like right here. Almost noon, almost 12 o'clock high. And it's only shining over there, see? See, now this black cloud went in front of it. And you can see that it's just shining right there. See how it's hitting that little cloud right there? And it's shining a little bit over there. Everywhere else, it ain't touching. See what I mean? These clouds are coming at me, man. Where these little rogue ass clouds come from? They're just getting ready to catch me. I'm about ready to get caught. I'm gonna get caught, man. Ain't this a bitch? I'm gonna get caught. The clouds are moving in on me. But then again, I am fucking like 3 or 4 miles away from home. I'm about ready to get caught, man. Yeah, then you gotta seal up everything. Seal up everything in the bathroom. Same thing with hot water, cold water pipes come in. Seal that up. And then where the drain is, the kitchen drain. The bathroom sink drain, where it comes in through the wall. Seal that up with duct tape. Now nothing can get in. Then you look around. Then I was saying, like, some mornings when I went, I'm always going to look. I'm always going to look out for that type of shit from having cribs, having homes and stuff. So I looked and I said, where's all these little ant little things coming from? I said, are they even roaches? What are they? And I'm looking and I'm looking. I said, what are they? What are they? Then I started, kept on being in the bathroom area. When I turned that little bathroom, because it wasn't out there where the sink was, a vanity area. And I go in the bathroom, where the toilet and the sink, and the tub is, in the shower. I may see one here and there, And I'm like, where is it coming from? So then I said, oh, the shut-off valve for the toilet, because you got where the water feeds there, feeds the toilet. I said, oh, the valve underneath the toilet. So I fixed that. I taped that up and stuffed that up. And I said, I'm good now. And I put the collar thing back on. There's nothing getting here now. Everything was good for a minute. Then I kept on seeing like one or two here and there every so often. And I'm like, where are they coming from? Let me look, let me see. Nothing's in the kitchen anymore. Nothing's in that part. It's back here. Nothing's in the vanity area. But right here. And I started looking and looking around. And I seen some little cracks, because the bathroom is like one of those slide-in bathrooms. Like you just put the whole piece up in there. Like they remodel the bathroom. It's one of those things. And them shits are cheap. The soap dishes is cheap. And I seen where there was like a crack in the soap dish. Like, I guess somebody might have tried to get up out of the tub or put their foot up on there. Like I did. Put their foot up on there to, do your heels and shit with the stone. I'm looking at this shit, I'm looking at this stuff. So there's a little crack. I said, how is something getting through there? And I looked, and I was like, yeah, it's possible. Nothing big's gonna get through there, but the little small thing getting through there. So I sealed that up with this kind of sealing shit and whatever. I did the best I could. Now I look for more little cracks, and I can see the mold, and there's a molding up against the tub. You can see where there was a gap. I took some clear auto glue, and I just sealed that whole bathroom. Around the floor, around the molding, on the floor, around the toilet, behind the toilet, along the tub line, inside the shower. I just started taking care of everything. And said, let me see something get in this motherfucker now. And it didn't happen. So I'm comfortable where I'm at. I haven't seen no mice or no roaches since I see some water bugs out on the street. Outside of apartments, when I came here and opened up my fucking computer to clean it out, clean the dust out, there was a big dead water bug in there. I brought that from the other place. And I told that nigga, I went downstairs one day to get my little cardio shit on, and I said, I seen like 6 fucking water bugs downstairs in front of, right there at the bottom of the stairs. We ain't got no water bugs, man. You don't know what you talking about. I said, nigga, I'm from the Bronx, motherfucker. What are you talking about? Big dummy ass nigga. What the fuck is you talking about, man? So I know what the water bugs look like. They roaches on steroids. They made a parking lot out of this. Remember, this was weeds. They finished it now. They did it for this building. Yeah, and I'm saying, I'm comfortable now. Fixed my smoke alarm. I got that faucet fixed with a letter of intent to fucking get it fixed by a contractor. Because I would have had to have a contractor's number. I couldn't do it myself. I had to call a licensed plumber to come there and show himself. Then I would pay him, and then I would take it out to rent. So there's ways to get around stuff when your landlord don't come, or if they ain't fixing it fast enough for you. But there's a way of doing it. You gotta do paperwork. You gotta get self-repaired. And it's gonna tell you need a license if it's electrical work, because he's gotta leave his contract number, and plus he gotta give you a receipt. So when it comes for the rent, you can say, well, I told you to fix it and I gave you that notice. I got copies of all of that, and here's the receipt, and I took it off the rent. So you make sure you put that in there when you file the rent. Make sure you subtract this. They don't want to go through that. So what they're going to do, they're going to send somebody straight to your unit to fix that shit. They don't want nobody playing with their money. Yeah, so I got that done. They put a brand new faucet in there. I kind of acquainted with the guy. I'm acquainted with the dude. I'm acquainted with this, the maintenance man on my side. I'm acquainted with all of them. Because they know I know about this type of shit. About building management shit. Maintenance and all that. They know that I know. So, and once I showed them those court papers to go to court, they know it was a wrap. They take care of this nigga. And then they came and then they fixed that roof. They came and fixed that roof. They came and fixed that roof like a week later, not even a week, after they fixed the sink. I was like, that's good. That's what I needed. So actually, I'm kind of comfortable in there. That's why I'm contemplating on leaving. My mind is leaning more towards staying, not leaving. My mind's leaning more towards staying. I just have to just figure out a way to fuck with the summer. That's all. I got to figure out a way to deal with the summer. Yeah, I got to figure out a way to deal with that summer. I may just use the treadmill in the summertime. Like if it gets too cold here, I'll go to the gym. I'll use the treadmill. Fuck it. I mean, I ain't gonna be on no treadmill for no 3 fucking hours and 2.5 hours. Cause if I go there, I'll be lifting. I may get on the treadmill and do, I don't know, an hour. That's 4 miles. Do an hour on the treadmill. Something like that. I'll be good with that. Do it like an hour. My miles are cut back, but that's cool. You just gotta eat less food. That's how you work that. That'd be like cutting my miles in half. If I was going in for more than half. It's a boring ass gym. Nobody be working out in there. A few people work out. That thing must have swirled around. Cause I looked on the map, that shit was headed east. Coming from the west, headed east. So how is it still lingering west? Oh, unless it's a new, maybe some new clouds formed. But I already see everything in my head. I see the radar. I seen it before I just stepped out the door. I looked again and I said, yeah, well, it's clear now. Those guys came out to work in a ditch. You know, they was looking at the same thing I saw. I heard the jackhammers or whatever was pumping. I had to pump the trenches out. I believe it was pumping. And I'm like, yup, them guys are working. Because I've been watching the weather all morning. It was just cold and wet, remember y'all? It's just cold and wet. It was so dark I couldn't even pick up nothing with this camera. Phone cam. And this is west. I'm headed east right now. So west is behind me. This shit here is like coming from the west. So that cloud cover and the precipitation didn't show on the map. That's like I said, that shit's all CGI and guessing. Because right here, I'm looking at the motherfucking clouds. So I don't care what the map says. And I look back over towards California and Mexico, and I said, this whole system done blew over. Because it was like that from yesterday, passing over. From like Mexico way, blowing like, I guess you could say like northeast. Yeah, it was going like northeast, coming from southwest. Coming from the Pacific, that's west, and down the south way. South coming across. So south is this way, and west is that way. So it should be behind me and over there. Not like this. Not around me. I figured that this joint would be full of water. This runoff shit here. I figured this shit would be full of water. Like flowing, you know, like a river. That's what usually happens when it rains. Even if it come out hours later. Because that water gotta run down. Gotta run downwards. And usually there's a bunch of fish down here. They down there, it's a bunch of them. Right there. It's getting chilly now. For sure, for sure. It's getting cold. It's blocking out that sun, thick clouds in front of the sun. We go this way. I'm not thinking about these cars. I'm going on my own pace. I'm not running nowhere. I knock off a half a mile here. So this is 16 and a half acre lot. 16 and a half acre lot. If you look at it, it isn't very much. There's some kind of dog or coyote out there. There's a coyote over there. Look. See, there's a coyote. See? Yeah, that's a coyote right there. That's a fact. You see him real good. You get bit by one of them, you fucked. Probably dirty as a motherfucker. I'm about ready to get soaked. There he goes again. There he goes right there. Yeah, there he goes right there. A straight up coyote. He's standing right in the middle of that field. Just standing there. It don't make no sense for me to even try to run. See a coyote, you could kill a coyote anytime. Nighttime or daytime. It doesn't matter. That's what they say. Two quails. They got this little curly Q shit on top of their head. That's how come you know they're quails. They're a little cute. I don't know where this cloud cover formed at. It's supposed to be clear. It's supposed to clear it out. It didn't clear out. That's a 2.5 piece of garbage. I had a 3.5 Altima 2-door at one point. At one point I had an Altima 3.5. Good morning. She old, but she got a little shape on her, boy. Smell good too. I wonder if a pussy smell like that. She walking around like that, man. Yeah, it's dark and wet. If I get drenched now, I wouldn't care. I'll just try to save the phone. Yeah, I can't get it out of here fast enough. I got too far to go.